It had been a National League city for a half-century, but it's all about the junior circuit now at Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, Game 2 of this three-game series between the West-leading Angels and the Houston Astros. And let's also get a look at our two starters in this one, as you see a couple of right-handers getting the baseball. David Boucher will stand in now, and he's certainly one to be wary of as you see the numbers there. Scorching hot these past 10 ball games. Off the second is Altuve, now the pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close, it's a ball and no strikes.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. Look at the stop. From his wallet, he gets the out at first. A fantastic play, and the inning is over. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. David Boucher will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
David Boucher.
And this is fouled back and out of play.
Here you go, fellas. Let's go. Hey, here we go. Where's the one here? Hey, like up there. Hey.
And this is going to be a foul ball.
Put him away. Get your best stuff. Here you go. Here we go, kid. Here we go.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how you call it a ball either.
And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul.
Good rip on it, huh? Hey, come on now, one time right here. Wait for your pitch up there.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Find me a barrel right here. Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go. Here we go, fellas. Let's go. You see it? Drive it. Let's go.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Hernandez waits on deck.
Hey, let's go right here. Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
Full count offering on its way.
Come on, guys.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. Iannetta is out of the crouch, and he stays with it for route number 1.
Oh, did he ever hang one there? I mean, that thing is sitting on a tee. He got away with that one big time.
David Boucher will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now, down 0-2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
He can't get him to bite this time. It's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. He'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Come on now, let it fly.
That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. Therefore, it is Ibar. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. David Boucher will start it off here in their half of the 9th, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
Hey, we got no one.
A little bit outside. 2-1.
Hey, one pitch right here. Come on now. Here we go, guys. Come on, guys.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Here you go, baby. Find a good pitch. Yeah, good rip on it, huh? Come on, guys.
And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And now your 2016
David Boucher will get his first cuts here.
third baseman, David Boucher.
Hey, let it fly right here. Get ahead,
First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. There to take it is Trout, and that's out number 1.
Hey, no running, no running. Eat it.
David Boucher will try it again. He flew out his
Third
first
baseman,
time.
David Boucher.
First offering on the way. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back.
Hey, see you to rip it up there. Good rip on it, huh? Hey, one away.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Make a play infield. Let's go. Here we go now. Come on now. One time. Let it fly. Let's go. Trust your stuff right here. Let it fly. Let's go.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Hey, get yourself right here. Hey, let it fly. Let it fly right here. Come on, big guy. Here we go.
Ball hit pretty well out toward left center. Trout calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Well, we're still looking for that first run of the ball game. Thought for a second this might be it, but it just didn't have enough steam behind it.
David Boucher will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
Hey, wait for a good one and drive and I'll pick one out. Hey, looking for yours now. Come on, kid. Hey, let it rip. One time.
Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
And one time right now, kid. Here we go.
2-1 pitch is swung on and hit in the air out to center field. Trout is right there, one down.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. It's starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top. It had been a National League city for a half-century, but it's all about the junior circuit now at Minute Maid Park in Houston. And let's also get a brief look at our two starting pitchers as you see how they stack up right there.
Batting sixth,
David Boucher will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. And this will be fouled away. Bottom of the second here with no score.
Hey, be patient. Pick one out and drive it, kid.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. David Boucher will stand in here, hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest. There's a good fastball from Hernandez that time. Strike one. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep, huh? Here you go.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away.
Go. Hey, strike this guy out. Let's go. First, kid.
Good hard sinker, but he lays off to even things at 2-2.
Come on now. Here we go, guys. Let's go. Here we go right now, fellas.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Oh, look at this. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the... David Boucher will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. Calling for it is Ackley, and he's got it for the first out. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top. Just a block east of what once was Union Station. There's a look at Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series. David Boucher will stand in now, hoping to turn things around here. You can see just 1 hit in his past 4 ball games. Line to left. And the Astros have their first hit of the contest.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cages, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
Now batting.
David Boucher will stand in. A base hit his first time around.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good rip on it, huh?
And now the second pitch of the inning is popped up high in the air over toward the right side of the infield. And out at first as he almost beat him to the bag that time, but the foot just beats the runner for out number 2. David Boucher will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit still hasn't shown up yet. And like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
Hey, come on now. Here we go. 2 down now. Hey, wait for a good one and drive, and I'll pick away out.
And now this is swung on and pulled down the third base line. And this is past him at third, down the line. It's a fair ball. And the second run is across to make this a 3-2 ball game now. David Boucher will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game.
Third baseman, David Boucher.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, no outs here. Go ahead, go ahead. Let's go, right here.
And this likely won't help much as the first pitch of the inning is hit on the ground to short. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
And up by 2 here in the 9th, he needed to make sure he could keep that leadoff man off base so they don't get the tying run to the plate. That's a huge first out.
And now your 2016.
And then briefly, let's take a look at the 2 starting pitchers who get the assignment here. David Boucher will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Cruz is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
And you start to get to the point in the year where you say, look, this guy's pitched a lot of innings so far this year. I wouldn't be surprised to see these guys back off his workload a bit here in this final month.
David Boucher is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
One away. Here we go right now, fellas.
Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now, down 0-2.
Come on, guy. Come on, big guy. Get him right here.
And this is fouled straight back.
Hey, one time, right now. Here we go. Hey, let's go right here.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. They'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Now, here we go.
Now here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
And you know, when you've got a 4-run lead on the mound, get ahead in the count and then make them fish for something. I mean, that's just classic pitching strategy right there.
David Boucher will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time.
Hey, grip it and rip it, kid. Grip it and rip it. Hey, get ahead right here. Oh, you're thick. Drive deep, huh? Here you go.
Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Come on now, kid. Nobody here, nobody. One time, right now. All right, come on now. Come on, guys. Come on.
Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late. And he can't get back in time, and he is out at first. David Boucher will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Baseman, David Boucher.
Hey, big moment. Get the runner over. Hey, nobody out now. Nobody out. Hey, get ahead right now. Now.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Hey, come on now. Two-ball right here. Right guy, right place. Need you here. Throw it up on the ground. Let's go. Right here.
Opposite field, high and deep to right. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 22 on the year. And the Astros are back in business. It's now a 4-2 game. Well, partner, this one might not be over yet, as the lead has shrunk to just 2 now as they continue to chip away at this deficit. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had one hit, but...
And now your 2016
David Boucher will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
David Boucher.
Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on.
Hey, let's go right here. Come on, guys. Come on.
Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1.
Hey, let's go right here, huh? Come on, Casey. Let it fly. Let's go right here.
On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now.
Yeah, not a real good effort there. That pitch was never going to be a strike.
1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch away, heck, You go right back out there until he proves he can lay off.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. David Boucher will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes.
Hey, come on, guys. Play the one here. Hey, drive that pitch, huh?
Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lays off the fastball low, and it goes to 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Hey, come on now. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go.
There, this one's for Moustakas at third. Throw gets him, 2 down. David Boucher will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And he takes ball 1.
Maybe he looks a little out of sorts after that 7-run inning. You know, he was on the bench for a good long time.
Here we go. Hey, let it rip one time.
Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. A little bit outside. 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Oh, tough pitch. Things just not going his way on the mound right now. 3-1. Fastball here?
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
Line hard into left. And that's in there. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. David Boucher will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
David Boucher.
And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. That's toward the gap in right center, and he may get himself extra bases here to start the inning. Around first, on his way to second now. And he'll get in at second base as the tying run's aboard with a leadoff double.
Oh, that one sounded great off the bat. That's a good, crisp line drive right here to start the inning, and he'll make it up to second with a leadoff double.
And boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen? MLB The Show has Saturday Night Baseball from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. David Boucher will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now. David Boucher will dig in here. He flew out his first time around.
David Boucher.
Swing and a ball hit hard to third. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. David Boucher will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
David Boucher.
Come on, Chief, one time.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. 1-0 pitch is a circle change. It runs outside 2-0. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Throw on to first, 2 gone. David Boucher will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And now, as a reliever, you've got to go out and give 100% and focus on the task at hand. Now, you can't let the emotion enter into the equation or it'll mess up your concentration and things will get even worse.
Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Number 18 is going to have room out there as he... And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game. Just off the Orange Freeway, there's a look at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the American League's Houston Astros and the West-leading Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. David Boucher will stand in for the first time now, and he does so with 22 home runs on the ledger so far. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
See it, drive it. Let's go. Right here. Pleasure one here. Here we go now. Let's go.
Runs that slurve of his inside, and it's 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
Hit hard down the right field line,
dig hard,
but
go
foul.
Hey, your pitch right now. Hey, your pitch.
Slurve, good pitch, and it's back to 2-2.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
Wait for a good one, huh?
And this is swung on and pretty well hit. Out to deep left center field. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
I tell you what, anytime you get a first inning visit from your pitching coach, something ain't working out there. You know, here's what he's saying. Look, we need you to figure this out. We need some innings out of you here. Let's go.
David Boucher will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
Come on, fellas, let's go. Hey, one away. Come on, baby.
Way outside. 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1 and 2, you've got to be thinking right center field. You know, take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he goes right with the fastball here. A drive out to deep right center field. And that ball is gone. Home run. Solo shot to right center. Number 23 for him thus far. And with it, the Astros have taken a 3-1 lead.
Well, late in your rookie year, things start to slow down for you a little bit out there. You get a bit more comfortable at the plate, and that was the swing of a 7-year vet there. Got every bit of that one.
David Boucher will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far.
David Boucher.
Here we go. See it? Right there. Hey, any way you can. Here we go. Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
Hey, wait for yours here. Hey, need you right here. Need you. Hey, here we go. Here we go, guys.
And this ball will be chopped foul.
All right, one time, right here. Hey, you can do it, kid. No one better up there. Let's go. Hey, let her rip right here. Strike.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul.
Hey, come on, big guy. You need a strikeout. Let it fly. Let's go right here.
Another 0-2 coming. Curveball. Oh, strike 3 called, and he can't believe it. Nevertheless, the side is retired. So they pick up. David Boucher will dig in. He homered back in the 4th.
David Boucher.
Oh, and he turns another one around here. This one to deep left center field. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game as they stretch the lead to 5-1. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs, really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
Tuesday night baseball now from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, the second of three to start the week between the American League's Houston Astros and the West-leading Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. David Boucher will stand in, coming off a 2-home-run game a night ago. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Just overmatched him there.
And here's a swing and a ball lifted in the air into fairly deep center field. There to take it is Trout, and that's out number 1. David Boucher will try it again. He flew out his first time.
David Boucher.
First pitch is a fastball that's shot right back up the middle and on into center field for a base hit.
Cut it right there, cut.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and at average, it'll climb a few more points.
David Boucher will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
Boucher.
Let's go, kid. Here we go.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Hey, we got one out here. Hey, one time, right now. Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
And here's a pitch swung on and sent on the ground to short. Infante for 1. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and this. David Boucher will get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Now time is asked for at home plate and granted by the umpire back there, Earl Hendricks. And the 0-1 is hit on the ground for Ibar at short. Infante for 1, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch, and that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what, thank you very much.
David Boucher will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame.
Oh, I'm sitting on something right here.
Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Spin and a throw back to second. Runner back standing.
Right here. Let's go, kid. All right, come on now. Hey, your pitch. Try to keep, huh? Here you go.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
1-1 pitch on the way. 1-2 now.
Yeah, I don't think that pitch wound up where he wanted it to, but it did the trick.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And the lead will move to 3 as it's now a 5-2 game. And fellas, the Astros were able to claim a victory here mainly due to the start turned in by this man. Bud Norris put that on a bubble. Now from the home of the Angels for nearly a half-century, there's a look at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today, getaway day here in this three-game series between the American League's Houston Astros and the West-leading Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. David Boucher will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come.
David Boucher.
Here's the ground ball, 22 for you right here. Come on, Angels, let's go.
Now the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Come on, let it fly right here, let it fly. Shut him down right here. Hey, be patient. Get your pitch, huh?
Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Here's the 2-0. And this one finds the corner for strike 1.
Pretty gutsy pitch there. 2-0 changeup for a strike.
Hold up here. Let's get a ball right here. Come on now.
Fastball taken high, and it's 3-1 now.
You need to be awfully careful here. Runners at the corners, that's bad enough. You do not want to load the bases here in the very first inning.
Hey, come on now, one time, right here. Meet you right here, kid.
Now the 3-1 home. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. This ball has a chance, and it is gone. A home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Number 25 for him on the year. And the Astros have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. I mean, now that's his 3rd home run in the series. I mean, what more do you need to see?
David Boucher will get another shot to do some damage. He had the 3-run homer his first time around.
Stay ahead now. Hey, we got 2 down now. Hey, you can't find it. Be patient, huh? It's come to you.
First pitch here is popped a mile high into the air. This is way up there, but playable on the infield. Number 24 will put this one away, and the side. David Boucher will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one.
David Boucher.
In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His 2nd of the game. As the Astros will open up a 5-0 lead.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His 2nd home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
David Boucher will stride in, and they'll need to be careful as he's already homered twice thus far.
David Boucher.
Two down. Hey, need you right here, one time. Let's go now, one time.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Plays it first here. Here we go, guys. Hey, let her rip one time. Swing and a miss.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. Iannetta has got it, and the side is retired. David Boucher will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats.
Let's get you out here. Hey, here we go.
Hey, 90 feet anyway, kid. Here we go.
Hey, let her fly right here.
And he goes with the slider that time, and it's driven to deep right field. And that is into the right field seats. It's a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they open it up to 8-3.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Here it is. His 3rd home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man right there. He winds up finishing with 3 home runs. What surprised me was, after a while, why even pitch to him?
Welcome back. I'm Matt Vasgersian here on the MLB pregame show. As we draw closer to the first pitch in this series opener, let's have a look at our tops player spotlight. David Boucher will be in the glow, and he had the long ball working in his last game. 3 home runs really carrying his team on his back.
Yeah, we see it maybe a couple times a year, but when a guy gets 3 homers in a game, it's always worth talking about. He got some good pitches to hit, and he just flat out did not miss them. I mean, I've seen guys put fewer out in a home run derby round, so he's clearly got plenty of power in that swing of his. And Who knows? Maybe he'll put on another show in this one. I wouldn't put it past him.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. Now from the Lone Star State in Houston, Texas, nighttime baseball from beautiful Minute Maid Park. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Houston Astros. David Boucher will dig in now. He had 3 hits in that ballgame on Wednesday. And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ballgame. David Boucher will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. The second for 1, over to Butler at first, a double play. David Boucher will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Hey, get a good one. Here we go. Pick it up. Let's go. Turn 2 for you.
Over to first, Griffin. And a dive, but he's back in there. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Wait for your pitch up there. Hey, get your pitch up there, kid. Let's go now.
Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. David Boucher will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And this ball will be chopped foul. Now a fastball, and it's hit on the ground to short. On to Butler in time, and there are 2 away. David Boucher will step in. A ground-out victim as last time. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
A lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen, as you see there. You got to wonder how long they'll wait till they pull the plug.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. One on the way. Missed with the curveball there, and he falls behind a 2-1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Line hard into left, and that gets down as he can't get there in time.
Yep, there's your potential winning run on first base. 2 outs. Now, at least you've given yourself a chance. A ball in the gap here has the potential to be a game winner, so we might see a no-doubles defense out there now.
Leading off for the Astros.
David Boucher will lead things off here as they look to try and win this thing in the bottom half. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now the 0-1 is swung on and hit on the ground to third. And taken in out there for the first out. David Boucher will dig in, needing to find a way to get that go-ahead run in from second base. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. Possible game winners at second base here with one away. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
He's working into his 5th inning out of the bullpen, so he's likely well beyond what was expected of him.
And he's back standing. The 1-1 pitch. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is down. And that should do it. And they're going to walk off with a 4-3 victory.
And he's going to get mobbed. Drives home that winning run from second base.
And boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and